Hey, what up, YouTube? Good morning. First things first, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell because you're going to want to know when we're producing our latest content. Welcome to the Big 8 Bully Camp. I'm your boy, Papa Jeff. You're going to start seeing a lot of me because we feel that we are some of those breeders that's going to make the bully game great again, okay? Not taking, let me say this disclaimer up front. You will never hear me talk about another man's kennel, what they're doing or what they're not doing, because I have learned so much from some of you exceptional breeders out there. I've studied, I've researched the game for an extended amount of time. I've put that experience into my own production. As you're going to see later on today, I'm not sure how I'm going to put this together. I may tie it in together because I'm made the day in the life of the Big 8 Bully Camp. We don't know yet, but right now I want to talk to you about the state of the bully game from my perspective. Like, dislike, whatever you may be. I'm not talking against any other kennel or whatever they do or how they do their business, but just how we do it. Again, I'm so humbled about this game. I learned from each one of you. Honestly, I learned things, what to do and things not to do. And I put it into my camp, those things that I'm capable of pulling off. So again, this is no slight against any other camp. I think every man or woman, they put in the work that they feel necessary to grow their camp. This is the same, but I felt that this information is necessary. I'm going to say some stuff that probably will make some people uncomfortable, but it is the real of the game. First things first, I am so concerned about people who are pushing bloodline. Yes, bloodline is a very good thing if the production is handled with patience. Hear me out. There are so many people paper hanging, and you know what I mean by paper hanging, and they'll show you their dog has this bloodline, that bloodline, but use your vision, use your good judgment on this. There is a thing called phenotype and genotype, okay? In simplicity, photo, what it looks like, okay? Use that as an analogy. This is how I try to explain to people when I'm talking to them. When it says phenotype, what does the dog look like? Genotype, genetics, what's on the inside of the dog. Before I do a breeding with my dogs, okay, I want to know, because of this, you got so much stuff. Let me preface what I'm saying. I see people purchasing, paying good money. I mean, they're dropping racks on, from my perspective, mutant looking, deformed, non-functional dogs. And they showing them, they're holding them up. I'm like, am I blind? Do you see that this dog is not functional? Do you see that this dog cannot barely breathe? And you just drop 5, 6 racks on that dog? Come on, we got to do it better than that. And that's pushing, and I don't know whether you're talking about kennel blindness, maybe it's buyer blindness or whatever, but this is just my perspective. And you say, now, Papa Jeff, you talking all of this. I'm going to show you my production later on today. It may not be in this video, maybe I'll connect them or whatever, but I want to get us on a path for making the breed great, because I'm an American bully lover, been studying the game for researching it for years. I have my own bullies, and you'll see when I show you what I got. And again, I love looking at those solid kennels with great productions and stuff. I'm watching you, and I'm learning from you. But as I was saying there, when you go out to purchase your American bully, if you're new to this, then don't be deceived buying some dog that's you're gonna pay 5, 6 racks for a dog that's only good for sitting around your house. And when I say beware of the paper hangers, here's what I'm talking about. The bloodline on paper may be solid. Take a look at the phenotype of this dog. What does the dog look like, okay? Does that look like something you want around your house? You want something that you can enjoy? Because I think that, again, this breed was bred to be family oriented. So you can, it has that rough, tough look, that beastly look. But they're docile to a degree, but just like any pack animal they protect the pack. They're not vicious as attacking people just on GP. You can walk up to a good temperament American bully and you can pet it or whatever, but just don't disrespect the family, if you will, because then they'll stand up and they'll protect their pack. As which I love mine, and you'll see the temperament, and I'm going to show you mine later on. But getting back to the message at hand, with this paper chases, bag chasing or whatever, and I'm talking about the money now. You got, I don't know whether they're young breeders or definitely they're inexperienced breeders, because they're rushing it. I'm not a proponent of first heat breeding. I'm not such a proponent of 9 month studying or whatever. You know, you can do it. There's people who have been successful. That's not my school of thought. I'm more of a patient thing, because here's what I'm looking at. My last breeding was done in beautiful litter, 10 consistent pups. Now, I'll be honest with you, everything was not show quality, but most of them, at a minimum, were breed quality. And there were several of them that were show quality. As you begin to study the game, you'll know what I'm talking about. But talking about that, before I even bred my dogs, what I did, I had the DNA testing done, because I needed to make sure that I got American bullies that I'm going to put together. I'll show you that in another clip. Maybe if I can pop it up in here, I'll show you this. But I made sure that my stud was an American bully. My female, she's a classic American bully to the letter. I mean, you know, you're talking about, for the most part, you know, they've got other, but my American bully is Staffordshire, Pit Bull, English Bulldog, and American Bulldog. That's my stud. My female is Staffordshire and Pit Bull, the classic. What Dave Wilson started out with, she's the original. And I did that because, honestly, although he's beautiful, you see him, I looked at him, but I have this vision in mind of what I want to get out of him. I love his size. He's a standard bully. I love his size, and he's a true standard, by the way, okay? I love his phenotype, okay, and his genetics, because I checked it out, like I said, health tested, by the way. Make sure that they're health tested. And I can produce reports for anybody you want to see the sire and the dame that I put together. But what I'm telling you all, beware of the paper hangers out here. They're putting out stuff, and you can look at the dog. You don't have to be a researcher to notice. Look, let your vision. Don't deceive yourself because somebody who has the gift of gab talks you into buying something that's not good. Okay. Again, look at what you're buying. When I show you these, my pups later on today or at some point in time, keep following us. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You're going to know when I'm posting stuff, because you're going to see. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to show you the camp. I'm going to give you a tour of the camp, what we got going on. And in doing that, American bully, temperament, you know, quality. This is what you want to see when I walk my dogs or whatever. People literally stop on the street. Man, what is that, you know? And I tell them, and I'm excited to tell them about it, because we put in the work trying to get these dogs done. But again, I'm not trying to bounce around, but I'm trying to give you a lot in a short period of time, because I don't want this to go beyond 10 minutes. So here's what I'm going to tell you. When you're deciding to buy your first American bully or your next one, okay, if the breeder is not willing to show you, first of all, the DNA report, if the breeder is not willing to show you that these dogs have been health tested, be careful of that, okay? Showing you the pedigree or whatever, and you looking at this mutant, deformed dog who has the greatest bloodline track. Again, I'm not against bloodline if they did it right, because there are some breeders who are doing it exceptional, okay? They take the bloodline, they're patient with it, and they produce good quality dogs. I said something earlier about the production that I'm going to be showing you. Every one of these dogs come out with full tails, okay? If you're not really savvy to the game, that's an indicator that they were probably bred right. Every dog, 10 dogs, 10 pups, all with full tails, all are consistent. Like I said, the majority of them are at a minimum breed quality. I think I have one that's pet quality, and I'm gonna, handle that, because it's just my preference. Now, somebody would probably take it and tell you it's breed quality. Not me. I'm not gonna do that to you, and I'll pawn it out if once that time comes to the purchase, and the price would be accordingly. But for the breed quality and above, the other 9 are at a minimum breed quality, show quality pups. But how I got to that point, you all, was that I did my homework, I did my research, I studied the game, I put together a quality breeding before I did it. And again, I did all of the testing. And again, when you see these dogs, I think what I'm going to do later on today, I'm going to show you my keepers from this litter, and I'm going to show you what they look like, because these are the type standards that I'm after, okay? I'm breeding for those type standards that are big, just under XL, okay? They're huge, they're close. Some people call them tweeners, but they're beautiful, big, healthy. I mean, H-frame, top line, thick rear, everything, tight jaws, you know, because I'm not a proponent of the massive looking jaws, you know, the kind of hanging jaw. That's not my thing. People like them. Hey, go for it. I've seen some dogs that are appealing to others. That's just not happened not to be my style. But hey, I didn't want to make this too long. But again, hit that like button, subscribe. I pray that you understand what I'm talking about, because I'm looking out for you in this. Don't just rush out here spending, you know, 5-6 racks on something that can't move just because they say it's this bloodline or it's that bloodline. Again, there is importance to the bloodline, but it's more important how the bloodline was put together in a production, okay? And if the production was hurried, it was rushed, you're gonna see, you know, half the litters with kink tails. Some of them don't survive, you know. And no, let me say this too. You can do everything right, and some pups won't make it, okay? That's not what I'm alluding to. But the pups that survive, look at them, you all. If you're gonna pay, you know, or at a minimum, don't spend excessive amount of rats, because these dogs, they deserve good homes as well. But don't spend a whole lot of money on a dog if it's your objective to potentially, you know, put the dogs in shows or at even breeding the dogs. Be careful with that. So again, didn't want to drag this out too long. I'm over the 10-minute mark that I thought I was going to do. But hey, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, you all. Prepare yourself for more content. Big 8 Bully Camp, I'm out.